So I don't know if you've been paying attention to it, but recently the price of a single Bitcoin has skyrocketed. It's now over $30,000, the highest of all time. And in today's episode, I want to talk to you about that. Now, I want to be very clear from the very start. This is not investment advice. I am the very last person that you should ever get investment advice when it comes to cryptocurrency on, because really, I don't know what I'm talking about. But that's the whole point of this episode. There's three categories that someone can be in when it comes to knowing anything about anything. The first category is they know what they're talking about. The second category is they don't know what they're talking about, but they're aware of that. And the third category is they don't know what they don't know. And often they are completely unaware of how little they know. And that's where people get themselves into trouble. They do things thinking they know what they need to know, when in actual fact, they have no clue what they don't even know. Now, I'm sure you've got people around you right now who are telling you how excited they are and how this is just the beginning, how the price is going to $50,000 or to $100,000. And there's even some people out there saying that this could go all the way to $1 million. And then there's other people who are saying that this is a bubble and very soon it's going to crash. Now, again, this is not investment advice. I have no clue what's going to happen with the price of Bitcoin. I stay out because it's not really my area. One of the biggest lessons that I've taken away from studying Warren Buffett, the famous investor, is that you have something called your circle of competence. And he says that within this circle, this perimeter around you of things you know, and then outside that perimeter, things you really don't know anything about, it's not how big the diameter is that counts. It's not how big your circle is, which really matters. What matters is whether you stay within those bounds. In other words, do you venture outside that circle and do things without fully understanding what's going on, or do you stay within those confines and just stick to really what you fully understand? And he makes it very clear that during his whole career, he's made it a point to stay within that circle. He's played it safe, he's stuck to things that he really understands, and because of that, he's avoided doing things which potentially would have cost him a lot of money. The point I'm making here is that when it comes to anything in life, one of the worst reasons to get excited or to get involved about something is because you look around and everyone else is doing it. And you feel that because everyone else is doing it and they seem to be doing well from it, that you should be doing it. Otherwise, you're going to be missing out. Now, just as important as this whole concept of circle of competence is another concept that Warren Buffett's investment partner, Charlie Munger, talks about, and that is the whole concept of inversion. Always invert. Always ask yourself what could go wrong, and then avoid those things which lead to things going wrong. And I know that sounds really basic, but most people, they think about the upside, they think about the potential, rather than asking themselves the question of what could go wrong and then how do I avoid those things. If you get involved in something that you don't fully understand, if you haven't intensely studied it, you don't understand the underlying mechanics of it, then that's foolish. That is just plain foolish. So keep those two things in mind. It's always best if you remain within your circle of competence. And second, always invert. Always ask yourself, what could go wrong? What would be the factors that would lead to this ending badly? And how do I avoid those things? So that's it for today. Hope you get some value out of this, and I'll see you tomorrow.